All the leaves are starting to fall, and so are the temperatures. And I came out today, you know, just my normal Skull Riders mesh jacket, which I didn't end up buttoning because I don't know. I can explain that in a minute. Now what I did was I came out, you know, just had a long sleeve shirt underneath this thing. Yeah, I thought I'd be fine. Get on the bike, and we're showing 60 degrees now, and it was 59 degrees earlier. Last week we were in the 80s, mid 80s, here in early October. So dropping down to about 60 degrees was a bit of a shock to the system. But I came prepared. I put a sweatshirt in the in a saddlebag, and I've got a North Face soft shell jacket that I put in the other saddlebag. I brought my winter gloves because, well, I don't have heated grips yet. Well, I started out wearing my normal riding apparel, and I quickly realized, yeah, it's gonna get chilly after a while. I could already feel my fingers getting a little bit chilled, and if I continued that way, then they'd be cold. Now right now they're not, so I don't know. I guess I need to find some gloves that are a happy medium between my summer gloves and my current winter gloves. Not having a lot of sun here right now doesn't really help the situation. But man, it's, I don't want to say it's a challenging time of year, but it's definitely it's interesting when it comes to riding, because if I work the afternoon shift, then I go into work. Temperatures are in the 60s, 70s, whatever. Hey, yeah, it's great, but I got to make sure that I bring a little bit of extra layering with me for the ride home. There's a guarantee that's going to be in the 50s or even less. And then it's just vice versa. If you work the morning shift, then you got to get up in that colder weather and start out that way. Then you're going to be shedding those layers on the ride home, possibly in the afternoon, unless we're in the dead of winter and it's just flat out cold the whole time. So now we got the colder weather coming, and colder weather preparations I guess they're going to have to be made. I ain't putting the bike up, that's for one. I'm riding until till we get some snow on the ground. So that being said, possible things to make the ride a little bit more comfortable during the cold weather. Last year, I bought the bike in January of this year, 2023, and rode it throughout the winter, but we had a pretty mild winter. All things being considered. There were a couple of days where it was 20 something degrees for a high temperature, and I'm probably not riding in that kind of temp anyway, because there's just too much chance of possibly hitting some ice that you're just not going to see. So what do? Do I throw a set of soft lowers on this thing? I've heard from some people that they really love them. With the advantage of the soft lowers is, well, you can take them off at the end of the season. and you're back to just having your crash bars and your yeah, highway pegs. That's what you call them. Holy moly. Now the other thing we have to adapt to also is that colder weather, man. You really get that temperature differential fogging up your visor. And I've had this helmet coming up on 2 years now, and it came with the pin lock insert. Even though I changed it out to the auto tint, auto darkening visor, it still has the availability to put the pin lock in, and I just haven't done it. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I'm just lazy. You know what? This helmet is great, but I really do not like taking the visor on and off. My old HJC, getting the visor on and off was fairly easy. This thing's not particularly hard, but it's definitely a tight fit, which, you know, that makes for a better sealing helmet, and it's a little bit quieter because we don't have that wind infiltrating through there. So yeah, okay, so you know, you gotta take the good with the bad there. I'm just rambling on here. It's you know, halfway decent weather, and I gotta enjoy it because we don't know how many more weekends in the 60s we're gonna get it. And I hope you guys are still out there riding and enjoying some fall weather riding. It is a good time of year to ride. Usually there's less people out on the roads, but not today. It's been a little bit nutty. A lot of I've seen a few yard sales and a couple of different community gatherings. I know there's a car show over in Burlington City today. Thought about that. It was a car and bike show. I thought about checking it out, but you know what? I'm gonna put some miles on and enjoy my ride. And with that being said, we will see you on the next one. As long as I can continue to get out here and enjoy this somewhat nice weather. See you on the next one, guys. All right, I'm out of here.